Hey everyone, I'm Ramez Benyamin and welcome. Today we're diving into a topic that's both complex and crucial, the world's poorest countries. We often hear statistics about global poverty, but behind those numbers are real stories, real people grappling with immense challenges. In this countdown, we'll be exploring the bottom 10, the countries facing the most severe economic hardships. We're not just listing them off, we're going to talk about the factors at play, the historical context, and what life can be like in places where survival is often the primary goal. This isn't going to be easy viewing, folks, but it's important. Understanding the realities of global poverty is the first step towards empathy, action, and hopefully someday, a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. So, let's get started. Located in East Africa, Burundi is often cited as the poorest country globally, with a GDP per capita hovering at a heartbreaking few $100s. Imagine trying to live, to raise a family, to simply exist on that little. It's a reality for millions in Burundi, but poverty doesn't exist in a vacuum, does it? It's intertwined with a tangled web of problems. Burundi has been ravaged by political instability, violence, and a severe lack of infrastructure. These factors create a vicious cycle, making it incredibly difficult for the nation to climb out of poverty. Born in 2011, South Sudan is one of the world's youngest nations, but its brief existence has been tragically marked by civil war and political turmoil. This constant state of conflict has utterly devastated the economy and left its people in dire straits. Imagine a country where basic necessities like food, clean water, and healthcare are luxuries. That's the heartbreaking reality in South Sudan, a stark reminder of the devastating human cost of conflict. Malawi, known as the warm heart of Africa, faces a different kind of struggle. It's a nation heavily reliant on agriculture, which makes it incredibly vulnerable. Climate change is real, my friends, and it hits countries like Malawi the hardest. Droughts and floods wreak havoc on crops, leading to food insecurity and economic instability. Think about that, your livelihood, your ability to feed your family, entirely dependent on forces beyond your control. It's a precarious situation and sadly one faced by millions in Malawi. Chapter 4. Mozambique is a classic case of the resource curse. Imagine possessing a treasure chest of natural resources. Coal, gas, you name it. Mozambique has it. Yet, it remains trapped in poverty. How is that possible, you ask? Corruption and economic mismanagement, my friends, two of the biggest roadblocks to progress. These issues prevent Mozambique from harnessing its resources effectively and lifting its people out of poverty. Chapter 5. The Democratic Republic of Congo is another tragic example of the resource curse. It's a nation blessed with an abundance of minerals and natural wealth. Yet it's plagued by seemingly endless conflict and shockingly poor governance. These factors create a toxic environment where poverty festers. The DRC's story is a painful reminder that resources alone don't guarantee prosperity, and that true progress requires peace, stability, and responsible leadership. Chapter 6. The Central African Republic has been trapped in a devastating cycle of conflict for years. This chronic instability has had a catastrophic impact on its people and its economy. Imagine living in a constant state of fear and uncertainty, where basic services have crumbled and education and healthcare are distant dreams. This is the harsh reality for millions in the CAR, a stark reminder of the urgent need for peace and stability to break the cycle of poverty. Chapter 7. Madagascar, the beautiful island nation off Africa's east coast, is a place of incredible biodiversity. But beneath its stunning landscapes lies a nation grappling with deep-rooted poverty. Cyclones and other natural disasters frequently batter the island, disrupting livelihoods and causing widespread damage. Coupled with political instability, these challenges make it incredibly difficult for Madagascar to achieve sustainable development. Chapter 8. Niger, a race against population growth. Niger, located in the heart of the Sahel region, faces an uphill battle against poverty. The country has one of the highest population growth rates in the world, putting immense strain on its limited resources. Imagine trying to provide education, healthcare, and opportunities for a rapidly growing population with scarce resources. It's a challenge that Niger bravely confronts every day, highlighting the need for sustainable development solutions in the face of demographic pressures. Chapter 9. Liberia. Recovering from the Ashes. Liberia, a nation scarred by years of brutal civil war, is on a long and arduous journey of recovery. While progress has been made, the legacy of conflict continues to cast a long shadow. Imagine a country where rebuilding basic infrastructure, institutions, and trust is a daily struggle. That's the reality in Liberia, where the fight against poverty is intertwined with the fight for lasting peace and reconciliation. Chapter 10. Chad oil wealth that doesn't translate. Chad, a landlocked nation in Central Africa, possesses significant oil reserves. You'd think that would be a ticket to prosperity, right? Sadly, it's not that simple. Corruption, mismanagement, and a lack of infrastructure prevent Chad from fully capitalizing on its oil wealth. This means that the benefits of this valuable resource don't trickle down to the majority of the population, leaving many trapped in poverty. Outro: a call to action. Thank you for taking this journey with us through some of the world's most challenging realities. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the scale of global poverty, but remember, even small actions can make a difference. By understanding the challenges these nations face, by amplifying the voices of those living in poverty, and by supporting organizations working on the ground, we can contribute to a more just and equitable world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that matters. Let's keep the conversation going.